Hey all, welcome back to the Indian Century. Periyar Tiger Reserve is one of the most visited protected areas in India and is the best managed tiger reserve among 54 tiger reserves in the country. Sanctuary was brought under Project Tiger in 1978 as the 10th tiger reserve in the country and named Periyar Tiger Reserve. Periyar Tiger Reserve is also part of the World Heritage Site Western Ghats under UNESCO. On the Thondiar Forest Trek, one of the best trekking routes, you actually walk along its edge through the wild heart of Periyar Tiger Reserve. Two groups of 6 members each are allowed per day. Each group has 2 guides and an armed forest guard. The trekkers will cover approximately 15 kilometers, in which an altitude range of 900 meter to 1300 meter will be covered. The Thondiya trail starts through a tribal village, and we walk past deep trenches and solar power fences into the forest of the reserve. Huge jamun, sandalwood, and Indian coral trees surround the truckers in this stretch. You would also be able to hear the Malabar whistling thrush and Wynad laughing thrush in the thickets and Malabar parakeets in the canopies. It is dangerous to walk without proper guidance through the core area of the tiger reserve. This is why Forest Department guides are mandatory on this trek. It is important to follow their advice and instructions to remain safe. The forest guards are well trained and bring in a wealth of experience. This visual shows applying tobacco powder over socks to prevent leeches. There are about 160 butterfly taxa, including South India's largest butterfly, the southern birdwing, lime butterfly, Malabar tree nymph, Indian owl king, Evershead's ace, which is endemic to the southwestern Ghats, southern spotted ace, which is also endemic to the southern parts of the western Ghats. Fit beginners can attempt this trek. The trek is long but is not hard on one's legs. We climb gradually to the Idikamede hilltop, but the descent from there to the lake bed is steep. This is the only section of the trek that can challenge one. The Thondiya Trail passes through dense tropical forests typical of the western Ghats. Towering native trees including jamun, Indian rosewood, wild fig trees, and the Indian coral tree with its striking red flowers form an amazing canopy above your head. Deeper into the forest, you would see giant Bhadraksh trees and the purple bloom of Vernonia arborea. If you're lucky enough, you would be able to witness the great hornbills fly by, their loud wing beats filling the otherwise silent forest. We chose this spot for breakfast because this area has comparatively less number of leeches. Each season offers a different experience in this part of the Western Ghats. The best time to do a trek in this area is from October to mid-March. During monsoon, the skies clear up and the landscape is green and vibrant. A highlight of the season is the blooming forest and lush greenery on offer. The dung beetles and other insects eat the bison dung, and fly larvae or maggots often hatch inside the manure to feed on. You climb to the Idgamede hilltop and witness the magical panorama of hills rolling into the horizon. Once you descend from this hill, the real wilderness begins. From sharp descents through shaded forests to following a stream along meadowy grasslands, you will feel the presence of wildlife everywhere. Tiger puckmarks, grazing gaurs, and on lucky days, herds of Asian elephants. More than 60 species are found here, which include the Asian elephant, Bengal tiger, Indian bison, sambar deer, Indian wild dog, leopard, parking deer, and the smooth-coated otter. This is the excreta of a wild animal. This is a seed of Kalinia exarlata or vediplower, famous for its spore-type fruits, apparently a favorite for Nilgiri langurs and line-tail macaques. The Thondiar and Brandipara programs are the two longest treks you can do in the forest of Periyar. And trekking through these forests is perhaps the most intimate way in which you can experience them. From Idigamede hilltop to streams and grasslands, it takes approximately 2 hours to cover the 2.7 kilometers. After a few hours of trekking Idigamede, we reached Nedimpara. The first official action towards the conservation of wildlife and biodiversity in Kerala was taken in 1934 by the Maharaja of Travancore, Chittra Tirunal Balarama Varma, by declaring the forest around Periyar Lake as a private reserve to stop the encroachment of tea plantations. It was founded as Nellikampatti Reserve. It was consolidated as a wildlife sanctuary in 1950 after the political integration of India. The sanctuary was included in Project Tiger, a central government initiative, and was renamed the Periyar Tiger Reserve in 1978. The amphibians here include frogs like the colorful Malabar gliding frog, fungoid frog, bicolored frog, many species of toads, and limbless Sicilians. The reptiles include cobra, viper, krait, a number of non-poisonous snakes, and the Indian monitor lizard. The tiger nail or claw marks on trees are one of the classic signs that a tiger is present in an area, although they are not as commonly seen as puck marks. Tigers use their claws to scratch tree trunks for several reasons, including territory marking, scent marking, claw maintenance, and communication. This is a puck mark, which means a tiger has passed through the area, sometimes within hours or the previous night. Fresh puck marks have sharp edges, may still remain moist, and show little disturbance from wind or insects. Older puck marks have blurred edges and are often partially covered by leaves or dust. Approximately 40 Bengal tigers were counted across 925 square kilometers of the park in 2017. The lake bed is a beautiful grassland with multiple beautiful viewpoints of the lake. Some viewpoints are visible from the interior of the forest too. We could witness a herd of wild bisons in a marshy land. On spotting these wild bisons, our forest guard gave us a list of warnings. It is highly important to walk along with the forest guards because these grasslands can be busy with animal movements. The trail also can be slightly confusing as it enters small sections of forest and comes out of grasslands adjacent to lake on multiple occasions. This section is also mostly flat and doesn't involve any major ascents or descents except for a small ascent of about 54 meters from ground level. In this section of the trail, also you have high chances of spotting animals like wild bison, sambar deers and red-tailed squirrels. It is a heaven for bird lovers and it is filled with the sound of various birds echoing and chirping. Most of the section takes you through a well-marked trail except for a 1.5 kilometer section where you branch off the main trail towards right and join back the main trail again after walking about 1.4 kilometers. With the onset of spring in late February and early March, the flowering season including the white coffee blooms, red flowers from the Indian coral and the pink flowers of arrowroot add color to the already vibrant scenery. This tree was used by a tiger to clean the clothes. There are a few trees that are used for the same purpose. Erythrina variegata, Indian coral tree, also known as mulla murukku, Gloriosa superba, also known as tiger claw lily or mendoni, and Martinia annua, also known as pulinakam. After walking about 3.8 kilometers of forest, you will exit the forest and enter the Mannan village again. Then walk 1.2 kilometers through the village and you will be back where you started your trek. The Thondia forest trek inside Periyar Tiger Reserve can be done year-round. Permits are issued by the Forest Office throughout the year. Thanks for watching. To watch more trekking videos related to other sanctuaries in India, subscribe our channel.